Hello, welcome to Unleash Your Healthy Self. My name is Cameron Bishop, and this is Brent Livesay. Today we're going to be talking about using mugwort on an acupuncture point. This acupuncture point is known as stomach 36 and is famous for building up the immune system, increasing your energy, and red blood cells. So today's an exciting show. I think you're going to like it a lot. Well, I lived a long time in Japan and also some time in China. So there's a tradition in both countries at the new moon. So when you cannot see the light of the moon, it's dark, to do moxa for 8 days, starting on the first day of the new moon. And you do it on a specific acupuncture point, stomach 36. And you do 3 to 5 applications of mugwort on it. And it boosts your immune system and it increases your white blood cells. And it also enhances your energy. And you've got firsthand knowledge of this.
Yeah, I've used this before. Dr. Bishop showed me how to use this, and I have been using it for years. I put a reminder on my calendar for when the new moon is going to start, roughly once a month. And for 8 days, I do this out on my porch and just light it on fire and and go for it. So it's been a good tradition. Um, Tell us about what does the mugwort look like and how do you light it?
There's a lot of different ways to apply it. There's Kutoshin, which is putting moxa on the end of a acupuncture needle. That's the strongest. There is something called Chinetsku, which is you clump the mugwort into something that's maybe the size of a Hershey's Kiss or something or smaller, and you put it on the acupuncture point. And then next way is Okyu or thread moxa, where you make tiny thread size ones and you put it on the acupuncture point, you light it on fire. And the last one, which is the easiest, is called chimney or chimney moxa, we call it. And they're handmade kind of small moxa cones that you purchase at pharmacies. So in overseas in Asia, you go to the pharmacy and purchase these. And they stick on to the point and you can light them on fire. And they have all kinds of safety things in it. So it's the safest, it's the easiest, most practical way of doing it. That's the way I taught him to do it. During COVID, actually, we were doing it to enhance our immune system. During COVID, neither of us got COVID, which is true. And he's actually been more faithful at it than I have. But it does increase your energy and it's supposed to boost your immune system.
Right, so he's talking about using a pack of these stick-on moxa you could purchase from a pharmacy if you're in Japan. So let's say that I'm in the United States and I have an acupuncturist I go to. Could they help me to get started with this practice?
Yes, that's a great way to have it done is to go to a licensed acupuncturist who has experience in doing Moxibustion, and they will know what that word is. And if they don't, maybe walk out. But it's something that's commonly done.
Great. Well, stomach 36 is the point, the acupuncture point that is used with this. So where is this point on the body?
It is on the leg. We say 3 soon. 3 soon is 3 body lengths, so it's about this far down. So it's about this far down from the knee. And we measure, and here's the bone. And we just go over 1 length. So it's about there. Now, one of the things I taught him is to look for a tender point. So if you're finding it on a friend, they bring their leg up, and I just put my finger at the bottom of the kneecap, feel for the bone, and go over. And it's about there.
Right, so this point is on the outside of your leg, and it's on either leg.
Yes, it's on both legs.
Both legs. All right.
And you do both sides.
When I do the new moon moxa, I go sit outside and I feel up and down my lower legs. And I'm feeling for anything that just feels slightly out of whack, something maybe I have a pain point or a tender point that's not normally there. That's not to say it needs to be treated with moxibustion, but I think that's part of good overall well-being is to be able to notice changes in your own body. So as I'm doing that, I'm feeling along, and then I'll usually go ahead and start the Moxibustion on stomach 36 on one side or the other. And then while that's burning, I'll continue feeling the other leg, and I'll notice if I'm getting a real hot sensation there, because that's the point, right? It's burning, so you're going to feel heat.
Yeah, you don't want to burn yourself, but you want your skin, the immune system reacts to the thought of itself being burned, and you have an immune system response.
Okay, so I feel the burning, and a lot of times you won't feel very much heat, and so I take that as a sign that I haven't been able to stimulate that point enough, and I'll go ahead and reapply another stick of Moxa and try again. And usually, if I'm not feeling any heat up to the first one, I'll feel it on the second or the third, and I'll know that I'm done working on that point on that side.
Yeah, and when the pain is gone, or you start to have that feeling of you can feel the warmth, then you know you've treated the point. So I bet you'd like to see what this looks like. So we're going to take you outside and show you what it looks like to burn ibuki or moxa on stomach 36. So there's a few things we need. We need the stick-on moxa, and this is also called ibuki. And I like to use a can to put it out with. I put them in there. It's a metal can. Don't use plastic. And I like to use an electric lighter. They're easy to get. They're 10 bucks or something. Um, and you can also use a match, which is a little more work, or you can use a lighter. And the lighter you always want to be careful with, because you don't want to aim it towards someone, because you can have a misfire, get sparks on them, or the flame might be longer than you think. So if you're going to use a lighter, light it away from the person and then bring it in. So that's the safest way. But the safest way really is to use electric lighter and these, of all the various ways you can do it. But I like to find the point first, and we're just going to look for the bottom of the knee, and we're going to go 3 body inches down. We call them 3 soon. And that's the same distance between these fingers. We're going to go down, and then we're going to go 1 finger length over from the crest of the bone there. It's all on the outside there. So it's right about here. I can feel a little tender spot. And then I put on the moxa, and then I light it. So it's going to burn down like that. It takes about 30 seconds or so for it to burn down. And at the very bottom, you may feel some warmth, or you may not. If you feel nothing, it indicates you should probably use a second one on there till you feel like a nice warmth on there. Of course, you don't want to burn yourself, but these are very safe, and they're hard to, they're made not to burn yourself. So if we want to take it off, usually we wait another 30 seconds or so. We just simply twist it off, and it'll come right off. And then we put it in the can, and then we seal it up, and we're good to go.
Well, the reason we're talking about this today is we believe this is a great way to increase your wellness. Even if you're a relatively healthy person, this is a good immunity booster, or that's the tradition. What is that saying that you've heard about walking a mile or?
The name of the point, Sanri, and that means 3 lengths, and we kind of translate it as 3 miles. So the old proverb is, you never travel with someone who isn't burning moxa on their stomach 36, because they'll be healthier, they won't get sick along the way, and also they'll be able to walk 3 extra miles in the day. So that's kind of the tradition of the story behind it.
I like that. So make sure everyone, if you're traveling on the holidays, make sure everyone who gets on your plane has been burning moxa on stomach 36. So yeah, this is a healthy practice and a way you can connect with your body every day. Each of those 8 days, you're connecting with your legs, how they feel, those acupuncture meridians along your legs, you're connecting with those. and sensing how your body is doing. So it's a good wellness practice. So we're glad you were able to join us today, and we'll see you again next time.